Yes, we are live again. What is happening, everybody? This is EJ at sportsbettingpub.net. It's happy hour early today. Yeah, 11:15 on the nose, man. You know, I was kind of going back and forth from 11 to 11:30. I'm like, you know what? Let's just get on get this show rolling today. What's happening, everybody? Hope you're well out there, man. I hope you're following up yesterday's results because we did pretty well, of course. Do you like that? You like that? Making money. Because when you're making money, life is good, man. So, all right, happy hour with EJ. Got a boy, got some stuff, got the yep. You never know, man. You never know when it's sold around here, man. I know. All right, let's go. Got a lot to discuss today, right? Baseball. We're talking baseball. Here we are. July 17th, Saturday. It would have been my mom's birthday today, but she's not here. Yep. Trying to deal with that one. Yeah, man. You know, what can you do? Yeah, just woke up today in that mood. Like, yeah, you know, wouldn't mind telling my mom happy birthday today, but she's no longer with us. So, yeah, kind of throws a wrench in the day. But that's all right, man. You know what? You go on, and I'll be all right. All right, July 17th, Saturday. Yeah, got some notes, got some stuff. We got some stuff to go over, talking all sorts of stuff. Now, I was going to get my whole floppy out today with my weather so I could do the weather report for you. All right, doubleheader in Detroit, as you know. And, man, for any of you people who are over at Covers, you know I'm doing the Survivor over there. I got to 5 yesterday. I'm going for win number 6 today with the 7.5 in game 1 in Detroit. Minnesota and Detroit. I have notes for that here. We'll get to that when I get to that. You know, man. So yeah. Game one's at 1 o'clock. Game 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern time. These are all Eastern times. Like I mentioned, that game 1 is over 7.5. That total for game 1. And you know, I did talk about yesterday. We talked about the starters who were going to be in that game. And I wrote it down again. You know, we'll get to it, man. You know, because I really didn't want to get too much into it because we already talked about it. Talked about most of it yesterday. The same 2 guys who were supposed to be starting game 1 yesterday are starting game 2 today, which means a rookie on the mound making his debut. Mm-hmm. Yep. See how that goes. All right. 3 o'clock. Big game in Buffalo. If they get that game in Buffalo, if you'll notice the weather, not pretty. We're going to get to that. A 15-mile-an-hour breeze and it's pouring rain. Never a good thing for baseball when there's a 15-mile-an-hour breeze and it's pouring rain. So hopefully they get that game in. We'll see because everyone's going to plow that over if they do get that game in, right? Balls are sailing and sailing. Yeah, we saw it last night again. Toronto was up 10-0 before even 6th inning, right? Yeah, ended up 10-2. Texas and Toronto. It's also a 3 o'clock game. Yep. So, yeah, man. Buffalo. We'll have to see about the weather. 4 o'clock games, Cleveland and Oakland. Chicago and Arizona. 6 p.m., Miami and Philly. After their doubleheader split yesterday. 7 p.m. is when the action gets started today. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 games going on. It's 7 o'clock, 7:15, 7:20, all that. San Diego, Washington, Mets in Pittsburgh. Houston in Chicago. Man, great game yesterday, man. Boston, the Yanks. Baltimore, KC, Milwaukee, Cincinnati, San Francisco, St. Louis, Tampa Bay, and Atlanta. I'm going to be talking about all these games. 8 p.m. LA Dodger game, and the 9 p.m. the Seattle playing in LA again. Flexen doing his job, going 7 strong again last night. This just in, the Padres just scored again. It's already 4-0. It's already 4-0. They're going to give them 4 runs today just for what they did yesterday. Wow. You know, isn't it weird? I mentioned the San Diego Chargers yesterday and a 24-8 football game broke out. I don't know if I did that. All you got to do is mention a football team and the back to man. That was crazy, right? I was only fooling around talking about the San Diego Chargers. Oops. 24-8, man. When it was like 17, I was like, oh, boy. When it was 22, I was like, okay. 23, 24. What was that? What was that? All right, let's talk some baseball. Like I mentioned, game one in Detroit. I'm taking that over 7.5, man. It was 8. They brought it down to 7.5 because of these two? No, man. No. Sorry, man. Barnes and Urena again. Carolina Southpaw, obviously making his major league debut. And I mentioned yesterday he was 5-2 with 11 starts down in St. Paul, and that's why they brought him up here. 58 innings pitched, 25 earned runs, and only 5 home runs allowed down there, which is pretty good, man. Did all right. Again, I'm making that my survivor pick of the day for number 6, over 7.5. And that's that. All right, 3 p.m. Texas in Toronto. Again, if they get that weather in, man, wow, it's pretty breezy, pretty overcast. We'll see. I assume they're going to get that game in. I mean, see if the rain comes. Hopefully the rain holds off up there. 65 degrees and raining in the 15-mile-an-hour breeze, man. Man, that's going to be tough. Now, Colby Allard, 2-6 and the 3.69 is not going to convince anybody that under is going to hold on, man. At 9.5, and that with obviously Ryu. If Jin Ryu can do anything, 8-5 and 3.56. Obviously, he's doing all right. He's having a decent season. He certainly has a nice chunk of support behind him, man. I'm probably not going to touch that game. Really. Honestly, I just don't think we need to. I definitely want to talk about the weather everywhere around what's happening, man. And I guess I'll do it as we go here, okay? The 4 p.m. game, Cleveland Oakland, man. I saw what happened last night. Bam. And bam. Right? Oakland -1 first 5 innings, 3-1. Boy, when Cleveland hit the top of the 5th and they hit the leadoff home run when they were down 3-0, I was like, oh, come on. Come on, man. Luckily, the Cleveland waited until the top of the 6th to start doing some of that damage when they tied the game up and made it all interesting again. Of course, man, Lowry with the 2-run walk-off to save our bacon there a little bit. I mean, when you got the over 4.5 and they go to the bottom of the 10th inning or the 9th inning, man, walk-off, 9th inning, right? Man, how you doing? 5-4. Thank you. Great way to hit your team total, right? Yeah. Bam. Pay that man his money. All right, man, Oakland -175 today. What's the weather over there? 8 to 9 mile an hour breeze to right center field a little bit. If you look at that weather, man, clear day, 70 degrees. It's Oakland, San Francisco, Oakland. It's clear day and 70 degrees. A little chilly with that breeze. I know, man. Been there, man. I've been there when it's 62 degrees. You got, man, first thing in the morning when it's 60 degrees, you better could put a coat on, man. It's chilly in the morning. What do we got? Cal Quantrill, and looks like Montes is going today. I thought Bassett was going last night, so they made that pitching change. Obviously, we all saw why. 8-7 with the 4.41 for Montes this year. Quantrill's at that 1-2 in the 4.23. Obviously, Cleveland on the road is an absolute disaster. They've been outscored 76-47 in their 3-10 last 13 road games. Man, obviously lost 6 in a row too. Whew. It's weird. You see the 175 for me. When I see that 175 for Oakland after the way they won that game last night, I would have loved to have taken Cleveland on that money line. Hey, thanks, John, man. I saw someone just posted that. Thanks, man. Worked out well. Definitely hope you made some money. That was the goal, right? Hey, that's why we're here. Man, yeah, outscored 76-47 over this 13-game road run that they're on. Man. Cleveland, and like I said, I saw that 175 for Oakland. I would have loved to have think, all right, so that means Cleveland's -155 today or somewhere in that range. Man, I would have loved to have taken them on the road today, but then you see how terrible they are on the road. And even with that, they let that chance go yesterday. You know what, man? Can't do it. I can't do it. Your team has to, I can't take a road team, even at +155 when you're just not winning games. And then you find a way to lose the game like they did last night again. You know what? No. So I'm leaving that alone. I'm just leaving that alone. The 8.5. All right. You know what? I'm going to play that Cleveland Oakland over 8.5. Now, obviously, you saw how they got to 9 last night. Wasn't easy. But you know what, man? If it was easy, what fun would it be? Right, man? Yeah, I'm taking that over. Over 8.5, -110. -105, -115 at some sites too. It depends on what site you're on when you're going to get that play in. But yeah, man, you want to give me an early game at 4 o'clock at Oakland? And like I said, that weather's blowing out to right center. If you look at use that Daily Baseball site where they basically show you the whole dynamic of the field and where the wind is blowing and what direction in regards to the stadium, which is useful, man. I check that thing every day. I mean, that's why I wanted to talk about the weather when I mentioned I'll be talking weather, line, starters, all that stuff. Because I look at the first thing I do in the morning is look at the weather around the entire league. All right, what you doing? All right, go down the list, make sure I know at least. Everyone says, well, does the weather really affect games? You know what? Yeah, it does. In certain stadiums, it's certainly going to affect the game. Is a 5-mile-an-hour breeze going to affect the game? No, it's not. But when you get to the 8 and the 10s and the 15s, and the Wrigleys and the Baltimores and the Phillies and the Cincy's, yes, the weather is going to affect the game. Make no mistake about it. Talk about look Oakland, San Francisco too. That breeze, have you not noticed the past 2-3 weeks? That breeze has just been going straight out, 8, 9, 10, 15 miles an hour every damn day, man. You know what? It's going to do it again today. Like I mentioned, 8, 9 mile an hour breeze in Oakland. Let it flow, man. Feed us that 8.5 over with Cleveland and Oakland today, man, especially with those two on the mound. Yeah, sorry, man. Gaucho and Montes aren't going to hold down any 8.5. Not my opinion. All right, Cubs game. Obviously, the Cubs won that game 5-1. Bumgarner didn't do as bad as we all thought he might do. But, hey, man, once again, Arizona lost the game that he started. Cubs were plus money yesterday, too. Man, I'm not touching that game either. You know what? Gallen, I don't – obviously, what's Zach Gallen going to do? And, man, Alzolay, yeah. 4-9 for Alzolay, man, with that 4.66. I can't. I mean, if anything, obviously, it's another situation where I would have liked to have taken the over because we know what the weather in Phoenix is going to be. It's going to be 98, 100 degrees. And it's ironically humid and cloudy today. I don't know if you actually looked at the weather in Arizona today. Man, I mean, I lived in Fountain Hills for 2 years, which is basically – I could almost see the stadium from where I was. Not very far away. And, man, yeah, it's weird seeing a 48 to 50% humidity in Arizona. Excuse you? With a 1% chance of rain? What? In the desert? In the desert? Anyway, all right. Right. All right, I'm not going to touch that Cubs game. I'm just not going to touch it. I don't trust either one of them two. The Philly game, obviously, Philly won the game 5-2, and then Miami came back and said, yeah, well, you can take your 5-2 win and stick it, and we're going to take you down 7-0. Man. Of course, that 5-2 win got our over 6.5 page yesterday and also hit my survivor to win number 5. And what we got? Zach Thompson today with a 2-2 and the 2.25, which is pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good, man. The problem here is with the line. Now, it's an even pick-em line, basically. When I take Miami on the road, I don't want plus 105 or even money. If I take Miami on the road, I want my plus 125, plus 130. Dude, no, I'm not going even money with Miami on the road. I need more value out of ever taking Miami on the road. Ever. Ever. Do I think Miami will win tonight? You know what? I think they have a pretty damn good chance of winning tonight's game, man. Velasquez scares you with the 3 and the 4 and the 5.35 ERA. Really scares you in that park? You know what? Miami's going to win that game today. I just wish I had more value. Even money for me with Miami. I need more. I need more. But yeah, I do think Miami will win that game. For what it's worth, it's up to you. Some people out there are like, hey, man, it's even money. Not a bad line. I do think Miami will win that game. What we got? San Diego and Washington. Did you see they left a run hits errors prop at 28? Wait, what? Wait a minute. Okay. But my head almost fell off, man. 28 for the run hit error prop after that. Now, obviously, you're going to check your lineup to make sure everybody's in that lineup who was kind of doing some bashing last night. That was ridiculous, man. That was ridiculous. Now, if they're going to leave that run hit error prop at 28, man, bada bing, bada bang. Yes, we're going to play that over 28.5 run hit error prop for the Washington San Diego game. Blake Snell and Corbin. We all know what Corbin went through. He couldn't get a win to save his goddamn life to start the season. He's all right now, man. Obviously 6-7, but he's still with the 5.4 ERA. Well, No. Nope. Man, that total was 9 last night. It's 9.5 now. And that's obviously because everyone woke up this morning in Europe and everywhere else and said, holy God, there were 32 runs in that game last night. Why wouldn't they? So everyone pounded that 9. I pounded the early 9. Yes. So on the 9. So now it's 9.5. But if you look at my tracker, I already had the 9 poster from last night. I even mentioned it on my Discord channel. Dude, why are we waiting for the 9.5 to come in the morning when we can just have the 9 now? Gotta know that stuff, man. That's what's cool about my Discord channel. I only have a few people there. Not even 3 people there. Jay, Kenny, and Bass. What's up, Basil? What's up, guys? Yeah, I don't need to mention you. I see you every day. Come on, man. I see you 3 every day, man. You're like family to me. All right, yeah, run hits errors. I have to do it, man. 28. Because, man, San Diego's minus 130 on the money line. Man. I mean, what do you do there, right? I don't like that price. I don't like the price, man. I'm not. Anytime anything gets over minus 120, minus 125, if you haven't caught it by now, you haven't heard the stuff I say. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. The value just diminishes too much for me. If I can't get at least $75 back on my dollar, I'm not playing, man. I'm not playing. The Mets in Pittsburgh today. Take that run hit over. Run hit error over 28. San Diego, Washington. You have to, out of principle. The Mets, Pittsburgh, obviously weird game last night. I don't know what that was all about with Stroman and Nogowski. Nogowski's, you know what, dude? Every time I just see him, and he just looks like that guy who just wants to be the first one to be like, say something so I can just mess with you, man. And I don't know how that really worked out. Stroman was like, you know what? What did Stroman say? I actually wrote down something Stroman said. Oh, dude. I love what Stroman said. He's like, man, you know, all these guys they get a single, they find their way to first base, and they're all hanging out doing the Macarena. It's so true, dude. My God, you get a base hit, you're a baseball player, and you're like, hi, everybody in my dugout, I'm a fucking moron. Dude, act like you play baseball. What is all of this shit? Hi, we're all little boys again. No, you're not. That drives me nuts. I don't know how many of those people actually drive you nuts with that. Dude, grow up. Grow up. It's almost like the football dudes in the celebration after the touchdown. My God, act like you've done something in your life once. You know what I mean, dude? The single stuff in the whole celebration and the waving crap's got to go. Are you a baseball player and you're watching this? Stop it, you're an idiot. You look like an idiot. Durr. Hi. Stupid. All right. I see Tyler chimed in, huh? All right. Houston and Cincinnati today, man. My other channel, no, John. No. I'm not using another channel, John. This is the only channel I need. One or two. I need 5 YouTube channels so I can no. I had a sports betting pub original YouTube channel, but I got rid of it, man. Not that I got rid of it. It's still around. I just, you know what? If you're going to do this on one channel. And I have so much activity here on my YouTube channel from the long past with the Cosmos. And, you know, anybody who can look at my YouTube channel, you can see that I went to the Hall of Fame. Actually, we actually got a private tour of the whole place, really, by ourselves. We went there, and I got to actually feature every little section in the entire Hall of Fame. The entire Hall of Fame. Every plaque that was on that wall, you can see on my video, section by section, entry by entry, year by year. Pretty cool video, man. There's like 10 of them. I had to do them all. They're all little 3-minute segments. So all the Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame, man. Gotta go see those. It's so cool. Anyway, I love the references. Stroman's like, yeah, these guys celebrate like they're doing the Macarena at first base because they got a single. Woo! So yeah, the whole Nogowski thing with Stroman, I got overblown. Obviously, no one went to blows. Nothing came of it. But obviously, the Mets losing Lindor. That's pretty big. He's going to be out for at least the rest of this weekend, if not more. So you're going to have to keep your eye on Lindor. And you know what, man? It's weird that we talk about Lindor having an impact on that team. Defensively, certainly. I mean, offensively, I guess, kind of, you know what, man? Every time I see him get up, And we watch a lot of Mets games. My wife's a Mets fan. I usually have the Yankee game on, the Met game on, and we're watching one and or the other on either split screen when they're both on together, or one or the other. Man. So, yeah, seeing Lindor go down, that'll certainly affect the Mets lineup. I mean, it should affect the Mets lineup, and it will. And after 3 hits yesterday, man, speaking of 3 hits yesterday, my Yankees, yeah, man. I can't touch that game. Will Crowe, 2 rookies, he's 1-5 with a 6 ERA. Man, McGill. Man, Mets are why are the Mets minus 165? That's a little bit of a concern for me. What are you doing favored minus 165? I mean, if anything, after seeing Pittsburgh win that game the way they did yesterday, knowing that the value is on them at plus 150 or plus 140 today, I'm not going to yell at anybody who says, you know what, dude, I'm going to play the Pirates today. I'm not going to make that bet, but I can understand it, man. Do it. Baltimore hasn't announced their starter yet. I haven't seen who's starting for them yet. Brady Singer's obviously going for Kansas City, but without the starter, we can't talk about it. Milwaukee and Cincy. Woodruff and Castillo. Castillo, man, 3-10 with a 4.65. Talk about not doing well this year, man. He doesn't need a park like that either. What's the weather in Cincinnati today? What do we got? I know I did the Milwaukee-Cincinnati weather somewhere in here, right? I had to have. Straight out of there. Cincinnati, cloudy, 80 degrees, a little breeze out to right field. There's always a little 8-mile-an-hour breeze out to right field when you're playing in Cincinnati, man. That's just the natural flow of the stadium anyway, so there's really not much to talk about weather-wise there. It's just the same old flow that there's always there. Woodruff can obviously pitch his brains out. You know what? Kenny was talking about taking that over today, and I was like, Woodruff, huh? All right. Man, Woodruff is tough to take over with, man. That dude can pitch. And, man, 2.06 ERA? All right. Man, it's pretty good, man. So, obviously, the Castillo is a concern there. I'm not touching that, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not touching that game at all. So, we're not going to talk about it either. All right, waste your time. All right, Houston and Chicago. We talked about it yesterday, man. We saw what happened there. You know what? I'm doing it again. I'm taking the Astros money line again today, man. It's a pick 'em game, even game. I could even get plus 105 at some sites if you time your stuff right. I see some sites offering both of them at minus 105. I hate when they do that, man. We're taking some juice out of you somehow. Come on, man. If you can get Houston like a pick 'em, either way, minus 105. You can pay $5 in juice. So what? Give me a break. Odorizzi, I trust Odorizzi more. He can keep the ball in the ballpark. Certainly a lot better than Giolito can. A lot of people had Giolito on his radar when the fantasy season started. Everyone was like, oh, I think he's going to have a great year. He's got Chicago. The team's going to do all right this year. So he should find a way to pick up some wins. I mean, 7-6. All right. He's found some wins, dude. A 4.15. Dude, chicks love the long ball. And Giolito is one who's going to give it up to you, man. That's the big problem this year. That's where everybody lost his value. The fantasy value went out the window for him as soon as he started giving up all the bombs. Yeah, giving up bombs, man. He can't stop serving up bombs, and I can't trust that Houston won't find a way to find 2 or 3 of them against him. We saw what happened yesterday. I'm taking Houston money line again today. You know what, man? Again, like I said, but one guy keeps the ball in the park, and one guy doesn't, and the line's even, and I got a team that can hit, and I got a pitcher in Odorizzi who knows how to navigate a lineup, man. That's it. Obviously, San Francisco, what was that? Did I talk about the weather in Chicago? Because I had a concern about it. No, I don't have any concern about it. It's clear. Gorgeous day. Comiskey today. Comiskey. Sorry, man. 10 mile an hour towards first base, man. I don't think I'll ever stop calling it Comiskey. You know what? It's like calling Citi Field. You can't help but call Citi Field Shea sometimes, man. It happens once in a while. What can you do, man? It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Don't blame me, man. Guaranteed rate stadium or something. Guaranteed rate? You expect me to call your stadium guaranteed rate? No. All right. San Francisco money lines minus 125. What? DeSclafani. 10-3 with a 2.68 ERA against what? Kim? 4-5. The ERA is pretty decent at 3.11. But St. Louis is the problem. Dude, I still haven't mentally recovered from that shit run that they went on where they were just, dude, hit a baseball. Hit a baseball? And obviously, man, they're going to get back to doing it again. That was pretty ugly yesterday, man. San Francisco just walked in there and said, yeah, no. Minus 125 today? What? You know what? Again, that's right on my edge, man. If you want to give me San Francisco at minus 125 money line today with Desclafani, you know the rest. All right, looks like Cole will be on the mound for this team. And as you know by watching my stuff, man, I am not that biased fan who thinks the Yankees are the greatest thing since sliced bread. And all I want to do is bet on my favorite team to win all the time. No. That's so far from the case. You know what? I'm actually writing a sports betting book. And the first chapter of the book is called Betting with Bias. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you don't know how to separate favoritism from betting, you're going to die a slow death. That's it, man. Got to know how to separate you. I've been doing that so well for so long. Dude, I just know what's going on with the Yankees because I watch every damn pitch of the game and I know what's going to happen. It's not about what I want to have happen. Would I love for the Yankees to go undefeated and win the World Series every year for the rest of my life? Yes, man, yes. Wouldn't everybody want their team to go 162-0 and plow through the playoffs 11-0? And yeah, man, okay. We're not going to do that. I saw the Yankees were minus 145 today. What? That's because Cole's on the mound? No. You're going to have to do a lot better than Garrett Cole on the mound for me to think that this Yankee team is going to find a way to win today. Sorry, man. Now, we already talked about Boston taking the first 3 in June. We already talked about Boston taking the second 3 in June. Now we're in July, and Boston's already taken the first game of what was supposed to be a 4-game set. Now it looks like it's 3. I think they're going to set that makeup date. I thought they were going to do a doubleheader on Sunday, but I don't see it. I haven't heard it. I'm going to watch today's game, of course, and find out what's happening with that second. I haven't even looked into it yet. Maybe they have announced what they're going to do with that game that got rained out on Thursday, COVIDed out on Thursday. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know if it comes up. But, yeah, Boston at plus 125 today. Sold. Ugh. Does it hurt saying that I think the Red Sox will win money line today? August 17th. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So apparently they've announced that Thursday game will be made up on August 17th, and I appreciate Tyler for telling me that, man. Now I can tell you all that. Very cool, man. Thank you. Taking Boston today, money line, man. Plus 130. Plus 135, somewhere in there, plus 125, whatever it is, man. I got plus money with the Red Sox today because no bueno. Eovaldi should be fine, man. I'll tell you, Eovaldi should be fine. 9-5 with a 3.66. And Cole is not the guy for me, man. And our lineup is certainly not the lineup for anyone. Anybody out there thinking that the Yankees are full of value today, minus 145, man. I can see your brains rolling out of your ears as you go along your day, man. Oh, come on. You can't take the Yankees right now, man. Obviously, you see the judge is gone too. Oh, no. And then you know what happens when you actually ask Giancarlo Stanton to actually come out and be the guy? No. And the biggest problem for me with that LeMahieu signing was this. Right now. Dude, if you would have asked me back in March what kind of season LeMahieu's going to have, I'd have told you he's about 260, might have 7 home runs all year. Not going to be a good signing for us. Dude, what he did to get that contract, he gave everybody all the confidence in the world that he was just going to continue to be. No. Everyone's on to him, man. The book is out, and now you see why. So sticking him to the top of the order. Obviously, Brett Gardner. Dude, get Brett Gardner off the field. You see, I don't want to start a Yankee tangent again, man. Because, Dude, Aaron Boone needs to go. Number one, it's COVID situation. Now he's going through this situation. Now he has that situation. Oh my God, dude. I'm telling you, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Take the Red Sox today, money line. We're going to move on before I really just lose my fucking mind, man. Sorry. All right. Damn it, man. All right, Tampa Bay, Fleming. Dude. Why is Tampa Bay? Why are the Rays money line today? Even money. I got Fleming, man. You get Fried. The Fried stinks, man. I don't think Fried has a clue. 6-5 in the 4.71 against Fleming. And Tampa Bay, who just found a way to win that game 7-6 last night. They're going to find a way to win the second game and be looking at Sunday for a sweep of the Atlanta Braves. So to see Tampa Bay sitting there money line at plus 100 even money, yes. That's it for me, man. Tampa Bay money line. Now, you see the Dodgers team total today in Colorado? You want me to wait for you to look for it? 7.5. The Dodgers team total today is 7.5, man. Now, how many baseball games today are going to have a 8 and an 8.5 on their total? And the Dodgers team total is 7.5 today. Let me tell you how I felt when I opened that up, because I look at all the team totals, I look at all the lines, obviously everything. 7.5, huh? Obviously, it was 5-0 in the first inning last night, and everything just went right down from there for Colorado, man. That pitching change obviously happened. So why, man? COVID for Sensatella. Man. Now, I couldn't have seen that coming when I did yesterday's show because it wasn't announced yet. Looks like Freeland's going to go today in that 1.3 and the 5.48 ERA against the Dodger lineup, so his team total is 7.5 today. The total's 12. You see the Dodgers are like minus 280 or something? Yeah, okay. There's not even value in that minus 2. Even the Dodgers minus 2 handicap is like even money. Man, come on, man. You can't. I can't take it. I can't touch any of that. Well, obviously, Buehler. 9-1, 2.36. Dude's pitching his brains out too. You can't play anything there, though. I can't play anything there, man. I just can't. Seattle game in LA. We saw last night. One of my friends in my Discord channel, Kenny, went to the Angel game last night, man. He was talking about what a disaster both of those two bullpens are. And, yeah, man, I don't think I could really agree much more with you. Flexen was a gem. Flexen throws this gem, man, 7-inning gem. And there it almost went. They almost blew that game. Man. So today it's Alex Cobb and Kikuchi. Man, that 30-year-old southpaw, you know what, man? 3.48 ERA is not that bad. It's not easy to come over here and pitch. Of course, this year it's a little bit easier to come over here and pitch. So, I respect any of the Japanese players who actually come over here and actually do pretty well because it's a different ball game. So, you know what? Much different ball game than the game that they're playing over in Japan. So, man, I respect the hell out of Kikuchi, man. I respect the hell out of all these guys. Artardian Wells, man, coming over here and tearing it up. Love that shit, man. I love it. Obviously, Haniger looked like a man possessed last night, and I saw on ESPN had a little thing about how in the break all he did was work on his hitting. All right, well, you took 3-4 days and you worked on your hitting. It's funny. Didn't everyone do that? What did you do on your All-Star break, man? I know people don't even play baseball who still went into the batting cages twice and got their hitting in while the All-Star break was going on. You get paid to play baseball, man. Stop acting like you took a break. You know what I did on my break? I went and played baseball during my break. What? Shut up, Hannigan. Just go play baseball. Stop it, man. Hannigan needs to figure it out, man. I'm glad you had a nice day. That's great, man. I went out and made sure I took a lot of BP over the All-Star break. All right, man. Wow. Like that's some kind of thing that baseball players just rarely ever do anymore. So when I heard that, man, I was just like, so he worked on his hitting over the All-Star break. Well, he wasn't an All-Star. And, of course, he has this big day yesterday, and it was a big day. I mean, he did well. But anyway, man, you know what? Flexen, I think Flexen was the star of that game anyway. 7 strong, like I mentioned. Anyway, all right, you know what? That Seattle game, Seattle money lines plus 125 today. Okay. All righty, man. You know what? I'm not convinced that the Angels are really very good. Especially, if they put that lineup out there again like they had out last night. Thank you. So, that didn't hurt at all. So let's hope. I'm going to check. Obviously, I'm going to check that lineup at 9 o'clock or like 8:45 Eastern time, just to make sure everyone's in that lineup who I expect to be in that lineup. And if I see LA putting up another dump, yeah, I'm pounding that Seattle plus 125, man. I don't like to pound it. I play like every other play. I don't pound anything. That's more just an expression for me, man. I put the same amount of money on every bet I ever talk about. I don't play favorites at all. But obviously, Kikuchi really he struggles with the American League East this year, man. He struggled with us. Obviously, right before the break, he struggled with us. I saw that. Well, obviously, 5 innings against us, and that didn't work out. But that was before the break when the Yankees were a little more together. Obviously, he lost to Boston, lost to Baltimore, lost to Detroit. Man, so the AL East hurts him. He's not playing the AL East today, so we're not going to worry about it. So let's talk about the bets we're going to make. I really was going to talk about some of the other weather that was going on, but there really isn't anything outrageous to really talk about weather-wise today out there. You know what? Washington, that 10 to 13 mile an hour breeze blowing out to right center. That's not going to hurt us at all today. That run hit terror prop with that Washington game. And I really just want to get all the bets out to you and then get everybody out of here if that's cool, man. It's 11:50. That first game starts at 1 o'clock, and you should have that over 7.5 in that first game with Detroit today, Minnesota, with Barnes and Urena. The Cleveland, Oakland over 8.5 today. It's on your board. Astros, money line today. Mentioned it during the whole little thing there. Minus 105, even money, wherever you get for the Astros today. They're going to take game 2 just like they took game 1. Giants money line, we're going to have to pay a little bit of the juice. You know what, man? If you have to drink some juice once in a while, at least it's not so extreme. Again, you won't come here and hear me listening about minus 150 and minus 175. What? No. So Giants minus 125 money line today. Reasonable, man. At least I'm getting my $75 back on my dollar, which is cool, man. Rays money line, even, like I said. All right. I got the Rays today, man. The Rays, man. Yep, who was pitching in that game again, man? Right? Who was pitching in that game for Tampa today I liked? Sorry, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Fleming. Oh, I almost mentioned Odorizzi because he used to be there, right? Yeah, I got Fleming today with Tampa and that even money. San Diego, Washington run hit error prop. I took that over 9 last night. It's 9.5 now, which is cool. You got to play that early line sometimes. And Seattle, plus 125 money line today. Now, I'm also going to buy that Seattle over down the minus 125 to 8. I saw the 8 was minus 125, man. Very cool, man. Very cool. Hey, sorry, I made a pause because somebody at the Global Sports Network. Oh, I know who that is. Yeah, thanks, man. Obviously, if you can look at my live chat, you see someone said something cool. That's cool, man. Thank you very much. That's cool. That's Seattle over 8. Now, it's minus 125 for the over 8. And normally I don't buy totals like that because I'll keep it where it is. But when I saw it was 8.5 on the normal line at minus 105 or something like that. But they're leaving the 8 at minus 125. You know what, man? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, man. I think Cobb and Kikuchi going to struggle to keep that at 8. I mean, if you're going to tell me it's going to be 4-3 going to the 7th inning like that, and we really just kind of need another run here from somebody. Yes, you know what? I'm never one to shy away from putting myself in a position to push a play either, man. Especially at a total of 8 like that. A little bit of juice to pay for an 8. That's fair to me. In certain circumstances, there's going to be times where you need to do stuff like that. This is my chance to do that, I think. You know what? They're going to, like I mentioned, there'll be times to do that all year. This is one of those times. So, yeah, take that Seattle over 8. Bring it down, minus 125. That's okay. It's okay. And that's it, man. It's about 5 minutes to 12 here on my clock. And, man, that's all I really wanted to do, everybody, today. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. And, of course, tomorrow morning, about an hour and a half, 2 hours before the first game of the day, if you're looking at the schedule and you see the first game's at 2 o'clock, I'll be on around noon, man. I definitely want to try and get on the air like 2 hours before the first game every day and tell everybody what I think's going to happen today. You know, hey, as long as we're making money together, let's just keep going, man. You know what? It's all cool. So, again, thanks for joining me, man. It's sportsbettingpub.net. I'm EJ. Call me the Rainmaker if you like. You can just call me EJ, man. You know what? I'm just EJ here, man. That's it. So, all right. Thanks for all the chat with you guys, man. I appreciate John and Tyler and Global Sports Network for throwing some comments at me today. Appreciate it, man. Again, anybody out there who's you want to leave a comment on my little thing down below, feel free. You want to chime in during the show, use the have a lean or something you want to try and turn into a lock. Leave it right on the information, man. I'll tell you anything I know about the game that we're talking about. If I'm not talking about that game at that time, I'll come back to you, man. Cool like that, you know. All right, again, thanks for everybody out there today, and have a good betting Saturday, and then we'll see you all tomorrow. Now, don't miss, I'm going to have an MLS segment going up here soon, too, because I can, and it's MLS, man. Got 11 big games going on, and I'll definitely be having that, man. Thanks, Jay. Oh, man, another comment from Jay, which is cool, man. Thanks, Jay. I know you'll be watching, man, and you'll see my post later anyway, so that's cool. All right, everybody, again, thanks for joining me, man. Have a good Saturday, and I'll watch for my MLS post. Should be going up here about 3 o'clock or so before the 7 o'clock games go off. So you'll definitely have a few hours to get that in. I have another about hour or two to prepare for that one. I already have a bunch of notes for it, so it's MLS, man. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Have a good day. See you later. Ciao.